Yay! Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wicked Wednesday. Whatever you want to call it. It's Live with Kristy Wednesday. How are y'all? Let's see. Hello, David, Israel. Hello, Blade. How are y'all doing? Y'all already here and ready to go? Hello, everybody. I have several things to talk about today. I'm very excited about. Just a few movies, some fun products, and I wanted to show y'all something that was a gift to me, and just some other stuff I want to talk about. So it's going to be a fun show. Let a few more people come on in. Hello, good afternoon. How are you? Puppet Master generation. Ooh, I like that. Hello, how are you? You must like Puppet Master. I love Puppet Master. All right, so first thing I want to talk about, like I always talk about, is the podcast, which we just got done filming. And we happen to have done Amityville Horror, which if you've been following me on my Instagrams today, I've posted a lot about Amityville Horror, and I'm wearing the Cavity Colors t-shirt. I don't know if y'all can see. Let's see if I can get up. Here's the Cavity Colors Amityville Horror t-shirt, so go on over there and go get you one. I like how it has the house and the pig. So this box set is Brian's little box set, and then I brought a DVD. I didn't have the whole box set, but I do have 1, 2, and 3, and I do like The Awakening, the movie with Bella Thorne. It came out a few years ago. That one was actually pretty good. It kind of tied in with 1 and 2, so I actually really enjoyed that one. So if you haven't seen Amityville: The Awakening, I highly suggest that one. All right, y'all like Amityville? Can we get this person off? Why is this troll back again? Oh, God. There's the troll again. Y'all. Okay, anyway. Wow. So this is the anniversary to Amityville. Came out on this day in 1979. I was born in 78, so I have watched this movie since day one, probably since I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7, something like that. I had it on video. My parents had recorded it off of HBO, like they did a lot of movies for me. So I had 1, 2, and 3 actually on video. So I watched those all the time. So I've seen Amityville a million times, trust me. So I love it. I love it. I love Margot Kidder. I always thought that she was really pretty. You know, like when you're younger, you look up to, I looked up to different women, and I thought, actresses were really pretty and all that. And, I know the troll's funny, isn't he? Y'all, let me just go ahead and go in here. There's this Jess person that is a troll. And what they're saying is complete lies. So let's just go ahead and put that out there really quick. Philip's supposed to be on here taking the stuff off. And I'm sure he's laughing at this right now too, because it's just funny. But anyway, back to Amityville. Part 2 is one of my favorite Part 2 movies. I think it's so scary, the possession of the older brother, the son. And it's just like how, like what happened with the Defoe family. They kind of go into more of that in Part 2, if you've never seen Part 2, which is called The Possession. That one actually scared me more than the original, and probably just because it was like a guy possessed. That always kind of scared me, possession stuff. But, a house bleeding and doing this, that, and the other kind of didn't really scare me as much, but it is one of my most favorite, like haunted house movies though. I love Amityville. And The Changeling is another haunted house movie I love. I've talked about that before. two very different types of haunted house movies, but I love both of them. So for the original. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I just seen, Dean said he's seen Possession before the original. You know, I'm not sure which one I seen first, to be honest with you. It kind of, I don't know, maybe around this, maybe about the same time, maybe. I'm not sure. But do you like part 2? Part 3 was like PG. It's okay. It's pretty good. Meg Ryan is in it. A very young Meg Ryan is in part 2 or part 3. What about the remake? I am not a fan of the remake. I love Ryan Reynolds and all that, but I don't know. I guess because I'm just such a huge fan of the original. The original just has a special place in my heart, really. So I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of the remake. I do own it. I do have the DVD, but it's not one that I watch a lot of, though, or anything. Hello, Dirty Santa. Hello, how are you? Thank you, everybody, for coming in today and being patient with the messages. What had been going on in the messages. I think we got rid of the troll, though. Okay, so moving on, you can watch the podcast on Friday, and me, Dylan, and Brian had chose the movie since it was the anniversary of Amityville today. He chose the movie, so he kind of like led the podcast today. So you'll see me, Brian, and Dylan talking about Amityville Horror and some other stuff. Philip chose the movie for next week, and so next week we are going to cover Christine. We haven't done a movie about a car or anything like that, so we're going to do Christine. I think we all love Christine. I don't think I've ever seen anybody say that they hated Christine. I'm not sure, but you know, there might be people out there that don't like it. But so next week, you know, watch out for that Christine episode, which is really cool because I know I have a shirt for that, and I have Christine's autograph too. I could bring that in and show everybody. It's kind of fun. So I'm excited to do Christine. Oh, hello, Zachary. Zachary said he loves Amityville too. Yeah, I love that one. It's just, that one just like if you turn all the lights off in the house and you're by yourself, it's really scary. It really is. The makeup's really good that they did on him too. I can't think of what the actor's name is. I'm so sorry. But he did such a great job. Controversy about the story, the movie and the story. You know, I've seen a lot of documentaries on both the actual true story and then a lot of documentaries on the Lutz's story. The Amityville Horror is about the Lutz family, and their story, after moving in when the Defoe family had been murdered by their son, which is like what part 2 is more about. You know, we can't deny that the murder happened. That actually happened. And he said that, you know, voices did it. Voices in the house made him do it. I don't necessarily believe that house is haunted. It's kind of been debunked. The Lutz family, their story on what was going on with the house kind of has been debunked some if you've watched enough documentaries about it, like actual true documentaries, not some of these fake documentaries. So yeah, I mean, I don't believe that the house is actually haunted. Me and Dylan, and Brian too, we all said that we love the house though, like how it used to be, because of course it's changed now. But that's just a gorgeous house. I think it's probably like my favorite like look of a house in horror movies too. Again, I always liked the house in The Changeling, but that's not an actual house. That was actually fake. So, yeah. What do y'all think? I mean, do you think it was real? I mean, I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in that. When I was a kid, I have seen one in my grandparents' house. It wasn't scary. I know it was a woman and she was floating. I can picture it right now. My grandparents' house had been known to been haunted. All of my mother and my aunts and everybody that had lived in that house told me all their stories about it. And, like I said, I seen the one ghost. I don't know who she was. I just remember I was staying the night. I don't ever talk about this. I'm not sure how old I was. 6, 7, 8, something like that. I'm not sure. I already hated that house because I'd already heard all the stories from my family already. So whenever we'd go, I'd always just have the heebie-jeebies in that house. It was a tri-level home. So I was okay when we'd be in the middle floor, but if I had to go upstairs or downstairs, I would always be scared and freaked out. So anyway, I stayed the night there. I didn't really stay the night with them that much, but I stayed that night. I was in my grandmother's room. My grandmother and my grandfather slept in separate rooms. So I was on the floor. My grandmother was in bed, and I remember looking up, and her door was open, and it was in the doorway, and it was it's hard to even describe it, but I know it was a woman. It was very pretty. It did not scare me. It didn't do anything. It was just there. It was just floating. And of course, being a kid, I took my covers and put them over my eyes, took them back down to see, and of course it was gone. That worked. I remember being scared, but not too scared. I'll never forget that. And the funny thing is I hadn't seen any of my cousins or any of my family in a very long time. And two of my cousins had came to Vegas about a month ago. And the eldest cousin, we were talking about, our grandparents' house and talking about that house and just remembering things about the house and our grandparents. And she said she had remembered seeing one time she was in the mid-level floor, sleeping, taking a nap on the couch, and was looking up the stairs upstairs. And that's where, my grandmother's room was upstairs. And had seen a spirit, and she described it pretty much exactly what I had seen when I was a kid. So it kind of was verification for me that I know I'm not crazy. So I do believe in spirits and stuff, but I don't believe that house was haunted in any such way. I just think that the son was just on drugs and had murdered his family and then used the house as a ploy or whatever is what I do think. But, whatever. Wow, I've never told that story. Okay. Only a few people I've ever told that to. So there we go. And a lot of people ask me if I believe in ghosts and stuff all the time. And I just say yes, and I never talk about that. So there y'all go. All right, let me read some of y'all's comments here. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't have do I have the 4K? Christine? Oh my God, I don't even know I have so many movies I can't even remember right now. I think I do. I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? A lot of people, Israel said that he wished they never changed the house. I think a lot of us feel that way. The windows were so cool and just the house was so cool. But, I get why they did. If people don't want that attention at all and don't care about any of that, and it gets kind of annoying us horror fans going and taking pictures with the house to other people who are not horror fans and who do not care that it was an Amityville house. So I get why they did it, but yeah, I wish they wouldn't have either. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks for listening. I just kind of rambled on about a ghost story. But thank you. Yeah. It was really cool to have my cousin, tell me her story, and I'm like, oh wow, because when she had seen it, of course it was way back when, in the 80s or whatever too. So yeah, it just kind of was verification for me. That house, y'all, that house was creepy. Oh, my mom and one of her sisters that stayed in the bedroom that was downstairs, which that room, every time I would go in that room, it was so cold in that room. So cold. I hated going in that room. But I went in that room, though, because I hated going in that room, because I like scary stuff, and I wanted to go in there and get scared, even though I hated it. Does that make any sense? And then my uncle, he had a knack for writing actors and famous people, and so he had a lot of 8x10 autograph pictures of actors and famous people, and it was in that room. So I always like going in that room anyway to look at those. And then yeah, it was so cold in that room. Anyway, my mom and one of her sisters had stayed in that room when they were teenagers, and they both told me about the piano that was downstairs. They actually had a piano that played by itself. And I have had several of the family members tell me that story. And they heard it or seen it at different occasions. And then my great-grandfather, they had my great-grandfather's chair that he always sat in. Like, it was like his chair. And they had that downstairs. Now, I never seen my great-grandfather. I had never met him. He had died shortly after I was born. But my uncle and my grandmother and other family members had always seen my great-grandfather sitting in that chair. When you would come down the stairs, it's like when you're coming down the stairs, the chair's like right there, so you see it. I never seen him, but a lot of the family members have and said they talked to him and stuff. His Grandpa Schreffler was his name. And then my mother now has that chair. My mother wanted that chair. So yeah, we had it when I was we got it when I was probably like 15 is when she got it from the family. But my mother did reupholster the chair, and I've never seen him. And my mom says she hadn't, I guess probably because she reupholstered it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But we did have possession of that chair, though. It was a pretty chair. It was a real ugly red chair before. And then when my mom fixed it, it was really pretty. Oh, boy. But anyway, so there's my ghost stories. All right, so let's move on to some of the things that I've watched, because I haven't watched much, so that'll go very quickly, and then I will show you some of the products that we've gotten in this week. So I watched American Horror Stories, which is on Hulu. If you haven't checked season 1 out, go check it out. Season 2 is out, and I watched the first episode called Dollhouse. I thoroughly enjoyed the first episode. I thought the concept for it was amazing. Like, if the whole season would be that, I would have been okay with it. But what American Horror Stories does is each episode is a different story, but yet all of them tie in together for one story, for one big story. So go check that out on Hulu. It's not about it's called Dollhouse, but they're not dolls. I don't want to like ruin it. Just go watch it, please. It's like 45 minutes long an episode. It won't take long to watch. And I really think that this season is going to be really cool. So, yeah, I really like American Horror Stories. Again, yay for the TV series or winning. Am I going to be at Vegas Fright Night August 20th? I don't know. I will have to check that out. We'll have to see. I'm intrigued. Let's see. Grandpa didn't like that. I know he didn't like the reupholstered chair. I know he didn't like it. That's what I told my mother when she did it. I was like, why did you do that? Now I can't see him. I remember yelling because I wanted to see him. God. My mother thought I was so morbid. I was morbid. she had a little wooden cross. I don't know. I think I've already talked about this little wooden cross that she had since she was a little girl from her first communion, and it was always hanging. Now, we never went to church or anything, but my mom was a little bit religious and Catholic. They're Catholic. And so the wooden cross, I would always flip it upside down. All the time. And I just walk away just snickering. I love doing that to her. She hated it. I knew when she'd find it, because she'd always call me Kristy Nicole. That's when I know I was getting into trouble. She hated that I did that. But I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway. Okay, so I finally watched a movie. Yay. I finally watched The Cursed, which was also on Hulu, with Kelly Riley, who we all know that I love. She's on Yellowstone. She's Beth. I love her. I love Kelly Riley. I love the character Beth. And anyway, Kelly Riley, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on record. She is hot as hell. I love her. And she was in Eden Lake, which is a great freaking movie. So I think I know a lot of people said they like Eden Lake. That's a good movie. But she's good in this. The Cursed came out last year. I finally watched it. And guess what? I really liked it. I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's a different take on a werewolf movie. And I really liked that. I'm never really into period pieces too much. Not that I won't watch them, but I don't know, I'm just not into it that much. But this, I enjoyed. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind that it was in the 1800s. It goes good with the werewolf story. I don't, again, if you haven't watched The Cursed, I don't want to ruin it for you. But he is hairless, which I thought was cool. The look of the werewolf, there's no hair, and like his face looks a little more demonic. He's really creepy. Like instead of being like a scary werewolf, he's like creepy werewolf now. And I really like that. And then there's gypsies involved with spells and stuff like that. That's involved with the werewolf story, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, I highly suggest The Cursed. If you haven't seen it, I'm glad I finally watched it. I really liked it. Yay. Now I need to buy it for my collection since I liked it. So that was good. And that was on Hulu. I'm not sure if you can watch it anywhere else, but I watched it on Hulu. So that was good. Should do a crossover with the Amityville Dollhouse. Ooh, that'd be fun. I do like some of the other Amityville movies. After 3, not a whole bunch more, but a few of them. Brian had mentioned the one about the clock about time. That one's all right. I don't mind that one. I don't mind the Dollhouse one. Oh my gosh, have y'all seen? Go on Tubi and just put in Amityville. And there's so many movies, which I'm sure y'all already know. There's so many movies that people just put Amityville whatever with. It has nothing to do with Amityville House or anything of this. It's just people taking the name and making money off of it. But there's Amityville in space. Amityville in the hood. Like, what in the hell? Oh my God, that's just so funny to me, y'all. But that's all on Tubi, so go check that out. Ooh, is she in Sherlock Holmes? I didn't know that. Okay. It's awesome, I think. Okay, so, hello, Michael. No, I have not. So, I'm such a bad horror fan. I haven't watched the trailer yet to Pearl. I've seen everybody post about it, and everybody's excited about it, but I don't know. I just haven't paid attention to the trailer. I'm sorry. I need to, though. I need to watch it. Again, X wasn't like a movie that I was just like, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. A lot of people were saying that, and a lot of people were just loving it. I was just like, oh, okay. So maybe that's probably why I haven't been in a hurry to even watch the trailer to that. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe I'll like that movie more than I will X. Who knows? I'm intrigued, though, to watch it. So don't get me wrong. I'm very intrigued to watch it. All right, so the only other movie that I did watch, I haven't watched a whole bunch. I've been kind of busy doing stuff at home and doing other things and just putting movies on for background noise. But I posted it last night on my Nightmare Kristy Instagram. I had gotten it with my horror pack. If you don't know what horror pack is, it's a monthly subscription box. And I get the Blu-ray one. You can get a DVD one too. And I watched Dark Tales of Channel X. Now, I hadn't watched too many of the Blu-rays I've actually gotten from Horror Pack, at least the ones that I don't know about. And I didn't know about this movie, but when I posted about it, a lot of people had asked me, oh, when you watch it, tell me how it is. A lot of people seemed to have interest in it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and watch this for everybody. So I did. So it was okay. I would give it maybe just like a 5. It was, a mediocre. It's an anthology movie. The main story is a girl's babysitting, and she finds an old TV. She was told not to mess with it. Of course, she messes with it. And, of course, that's how we see all the stories, come up. And she's watching all the stories. I did think, okay, so like before each story, there's a guy dressed in a different costume or mask or whatever, but you can tell it's the same guy, and he's like introducing each story, so he pops up on the TV first. I did think that was made a little, I don't know, kind of mediocre to me. Maybe they could have done something else, or maybe made him look a little better. I don't know. That part of it was okay. There was probably about 10 stories, if that. I'm not sure. No more than 10 stories. All the stories were different lengths. So for me, the stories that were very short, like a minute and a half long, and there were some that were that, and then there were some that were like 10 minutes long. And the whole movie didn't seem very long anyway, altogether. Just some of the little short movies, though, I was just left like, what? Like, why was that scary? Like, what? So I didn't really like the short ones. I mean, they just weren't nothing to me. Like, I was just like, huh? Like, okay. There was one story that was a bit disturbing. It did make me feel very uneasy. It was probably one of the goriest ones. It was a woman, and you can tell that she had some plastic surgery on her breasts. And it's what she's doing with the incisions and stuff. I don't want to give that away, but she's doing stuff with the incisions, and that's the story, and it's pretty uneasy. So that one was a good story. And then the very last story was set on Halloween, so they're all in Halloween costumes and stuff. And the last story was pretty good too. So again, it's one of those anthologies where some of the stories are good, some aren't, but it's just what your preference is in stories. I mean, you might like the really short ones and hate the long stories, as to where I like the longer stories and don't like the shorter ones. So, it's whatever. The main story, again, the parents come home, and she's now in the TV. The babysitter is now in the TV, and you can tell that they're a little crazy. And they knew, I guess I don't know. I was trying to figure it out myself. I guess maybe they trap people on this TV or something. I don't know. I was a little confused by that, just a little bit, but it was decent. I'm not sure where to watch it. I'm sorry. But it's called Dark Tales of Channel X. So give it a go if you like anthology movies. What are y'all saying? I know I'm about to talk about The Corpse Bride. Would be Terrifier 2. What movie I want to see if it ever comes out would be Terrifier 2. Oh, yes. Me too. Yeah, I'm still excited about Terrifier 2. Me too, Dean. I am with ya on that. I'm kind of excited to see the monsters a little bit, and I need to go watch the prequel to Orphan. I really love the movie Orphan. We need to do Orphan on the podcast. We might have to do that after we do Christine, because it's going to be my pick anyway. I might have to pick Orphan. I love Orphan. I know when it came out, and then the whole, twist at the end, and you're like, oh man, you weren't expecting that. Oh, someone said I sound Southern. I came from Alabama. I'm originally from Illinois. I was born in Illinois, in Bourbonnais, Kankakee area. When I was 12, we moved to Texas. We moved to Tomball, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. When I was 17, then I moved to Alabama. And then now I'm here in Vegas. So I guess I picked up an Alabama accent. But yeah, the South has a lot of good ghost stories and stuff. All right, so let's talk about the products. Yay. So we just got in these brand new Corpse Bride. Let me move this. Let me move this over here. Brand new Super 7 reaction figures. I love Super 7 reaction figures, y'all. They're affordable. These are all $17.99, so $18. They're all on the website and in the store right now. And you can get all 3 or 1 or 2 or whatever. But we just got these in this week. These are so pretty. I love these. And I'm going to admit I have not seen The Corpse Bride. Sorry. I haven't seen this movie. I guess I need to get on that. I like Tim Burton. I'm just not one of those people that like animated movies a whole lot. But I will watch The Corpse Bride. And I will tell y'all what I think of it. In seeing The Black Phone. Yes. I am interested in seeing The Black Phone. I just have not watched it yet. We really don't go to the movie theaters too much, so I'm just kind of waiting to watch it where I can watch it at home. I know I can watch it at home now, so I need to get on that. So, yeah, I do want to watch the Black Phone. Definitely. Roman, my shipper, he's the one that ships all of our stuff. He's actually working on a Black Phone cosplay right now. Yeah, he's a big cosplayer. So he's working on that right now. So that's going to be really cool. All right, so there's those. And then we also got in, if you like vinyl records, we got these in from Waxwork. We got in the My Bloody Valentine and the Day of the Dead vinyls this week. We're still waiting on our Candyman ones. I'm not sure why we haven't gotten those yet. But we've ordered some other ones we haven't gotten in yet. But we just got these in this week too. So if you're into Waxwork records, which these are just gorgeous. Since I don't have a record player or turntable, whatever y'all call it nowadays, but I don't have one of those. I do have a few vinyls, but I might have to get this My Bloody Valentine one because it's just so pretty. So we have these. These are available in the store and on the website as well. $40 for My Bloody Valentine and $44.99 for Day of the Dead. I don't know why there's a difference. I'm not sure, but that's what it says. So we got those in too. So check those out on the website. I haven't watched Nope. I will be completely honest on that one. I'm not really too interested in watching that. Not that I would ever not watch it, but for me, I'm just going to wait until I can watch it for free at home. I'm just not a big fan, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not that interested in that movie. So I know everybody's saying they like it, and that's great. But yeah, I'm just not that interested in it to like go run out and watch it. So that's just me. I don't know. I've gotten weird about movies as I've gotten older. All right. So what else? Oh, I was going to show y'all this. Okay. Oh, and Midsommar Scream is this weekend. So if you are going to be in Long Beach, California, come check out the Nightmare Toys booth at Midsommar Scream. We'll be there all weekend. I'm very excited. I cannot wait. I love my conventions. Me and Liz, Brian's wife, Brian's my manager, me and her are going to be making skull candles on Sunday. So for about an hour on Sunday, I'm going to be away from the booth because I'm going to go make a skull candle. I've never made candles before, and they're doing like these make and take classes on Saturday and Sunday where you can make something and take it home with you, and they're like an hour long, which is so cool. So I thought that would be fun. So me and Liz are going to do that on Sundays at Midsommar Scream. So yay, I'm excited about making a skull candle. I think really the only person I want to meet would be Jeff Daniels. I've kind of met everybody else that's going. I would like to talk to Greg Nicotero, though. I would like to talk to him. But yeah, if you're going to be at Midsommar Scream, come by the Nightmare Toys booth. We're going to have a brand new booth. Our booth is different now. Brand new booth. Everything's changed. We're doing things different. So when I post pictures this weekend, y'all will see that, our brand new booth. I'll have my 8x10s. They're $12 if you want to get a picture, and I'll autograph and take pictures with you for free. Let's see what else. I'm bringing the Fright Rags Halloween reaction figures. We have a whole bunch of those, and I'm bringing those to Midsommar Scream. So we'll have those. And I also have the Chucky Blacklight Funko Pops. So we'll have those products at Midsommar Scream at the Nightmare Toys booth. So come check us out. Oh, I like Drag Me to Hell. It's been a while since I've watched that movie. Do I have that movie? I don't think I own that movie. I need to own it if I don't own it. But yeah, I like that movie. Yeah, pretty good. It's scary. Excited for Evil Dead Rise. Have I not heard about Evil Dead Rise? Is that a game? What's Evil Dead Rise? I guess I haven't seen that. Or I have and I don't realize it. I do want to show y'all something. So Philip had a book made for me. It was a surprise. And actually they sent 2. So I do have an extra. Kind of thinking about selling it. But I want to show you what the book is. I love it. So he made me my own book. Can y'all see? So all my photo shoots, or most of my photo shoots, are in this book. If you follow me on my Instagrams and stuff, y'all have seen my photo shoots. I couldn't believe it. He surprised me with this the other day. So it is a very nice coffee book, table book of me. But it is all of my photos. Can y'all see that? I mean, it's a gorgeous book. We went on a motorcycle trip years and years ago, a 2-week trip, and he had made a book from our motorcycle trip. And now he made me a Nightmare Kristy book. So there's Christmas and my Valentine's and everything. And then, let me show you the back. Look. Well, crap. And then there's the back, which is my latest photo shoot, the cars. So, yeah. So I have an extra. I might sell this one. So if you're interested, message me on my Instagram. I'm not sure how much I'll sell it for. I have to think about that. But if people are interested in this, because I have had a lot of people ask me about calendars. I would like to make calendars. It's just that it's very expensive to make calendars and make books and things. But if you are interested, hit me up, tell me. And I really think I am going to do the whole calendar thing. Maybe the book. Maybe y'all like the whole book more than you do a calendar. Just know that the book would be around like a $60 book, possibly. And a calendar would be kind of expensive too. And it's just because, it's just not cheap to make the things. Now, if I was buying these things at buying 5,000 books and 5,000 calendars, then of course it'd be way cheaper, but I'm not doing that. If I did this, it would be maybe 25, 30, and that's it. And just be a little limited thing. I don't know. Like I said, I've had a lot of people say they like the idea of calendars. I didn't even think about a book until Philip made one of these for me. And like I said, I do have one extra. But yeah, y'all tell me what you think. I don't know. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. I don't know if you know what to think about it. But if you like that, yeah, just tell me what you think about it. Do you like the whole books or do you like calendars? Which one would be better? I'd rather just do one. I don't want to do both. So which one do you think would be better, a calendar or a book? Which one would you rather have? Just knowing that the book would be a little bit more expensive than what a calendar would be. So, there we go. I just wanted to show y'all that. I just thought, I don't know, I was really excited about it and I just wanted to show y'all, so. Hey, hello. There's a few people just now coming in. Hello, how are y'all? Oh, I don't think I'm on Elvira's scale, but thank you very much. I really appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, I guess that does it for me. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to talk about. Book, products, movies, Amityville Horror. Yep. I think that's really about it. So make sure on Friday you go check out the Nightmare Podcast or wherever you podcast. We have it on our YouTube. And if you are at Midsommar Scream this weekend, come check us out at the Nightmare Toys booth. Come say hello, take pictures, what have you. I'm going to be walking around a whole lot too. I'm probably not going to be at the booth all the time because, I got to go walk around and go do my thing too. So I'm going to do that. And then follow us on all social media. You know where to go. You got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Follow us on TikTok, y'all. I think TikTok's about to be the new big thing. They were talking about on the news this morning about Instagram and Facebook. Everybody's just over it. So, yeah, follow us on TikTok. I'm going to have to make a TikTok for me personally at some point, I know. But yeah, follow us on all social media, and you can follow me on my Instagrams at Nightmare Kristy or Kristy Nicole 666. I also have my OnlyFans and my loyal fans and my mini vids, and you can follow me on Twitter as well. All right, guys, I will see y'all next week. Have a spooky day.